Spooky lights and sounds for Halloween.
Whoa! And the rush is on for a hot new video editor.
And just another day where I do not spray Leo with pepper spray.
Rats, it's time for iOS Today.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
iOS Today is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage from Quicken Loans. Introducing Rate Shield Approval. If you're in the market to buy a home, Rate Shield Approval locks up your rate for up to 90 days while you shop. It's a real game changer. Learn more and get started at rocketmortgage.com/iOS Today. Ruh-roh. Oh, baby. Welcome to iOS Today. Leo Laporte on this side.
Megan Morrone on this side.
And it's, I gather, Halloween.
It is.
Otherwise, why else would I have a glass filled with eyeballs?
Yes, drink up, Leo. Cheers. There are many differences between you and I. One of the main differences is...
I always say between you and me. That's the biggest difference right there.
Difference between you and...
Me.
Different.
Come on, your husband's an English teacher.
You
Dang it.
and me are different. Me or I. Anyway, I love Halloween. And
I do not love Halloween. Well, I love some parts of...
What happened there?
I don't know. There's a pumpkin over my left shoulder. I love some parts of Halloween.
Candy.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's the part I don't love. Starting in the first day of October, our house is filled with little tiny candy bars, which I cannot resist, especially those Almond Joys. Man, I love those Almond Joys.
Yeah.
And now I'm finding little tiny candy wrappers all over my car. So that's not a good thing.
No. The one thing I don't like about Halloween is the sexy costumes.
Oh, that's the part I love.
I know. See, we're different.
No,
Some people think we're the same, but we're very different, actually.
No, I don't, but I don't like to be scared.
Yeah.
So I prefer...
Sexy costumes scare you. I get it.
I prefer the fun-loving costumes. We don't have to say sexy. The fun-loving costumes over the gory, scary costumes. Do you like gory, scary costumes?
I mostly like superhero costumes. I'm in my superhero phase.
It's about time.
I dressed up as Ray, then I dressed up as Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
This year, I'm working on my Janet from The Good Place costume.
Doesn't she just dress like a normal person?
No, she has a blue vest, and she has
She always
a fancy
wears the blue
shirt.
vest?
She wears the same thing. And if you're caught up,
because she's an angel.
I was thinking these Hue lights would work as when she's got the magnet handcuffs. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler, but are you caught up?
No, not even close.
So
I think I've watched it once, though. So here's the thing about Halloween I do like, but it really isn't a Halloween thing. I like Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, yeah.
I like the celebration of our ancestors, the Day of the Day of the Dead, which is celebrated in Latin America, and I do enjoy that. Yeah,
you enjoy.
I enjoy that, and that is a Halloween tradition that actually is increasingly celebrated around the world. And here in Northern California, all the shops in town have Day of the Dead displays, often with passed away ancestors. Our local pet store has dead dogs in the window. No, not the dead dogs themselves, but just pictures of passed away pups.
Yeah.
And I like that. I think that's a really nice thing to honor the ancestors.
I do too.
So that's the thing I like most about Halloween. The thing I like least is teenagers scamming for candy.
What about decorating your house?
Yeah, we already did that. We're all set. In fact, this looks a lot like my house.
So I have, I've been playing around with the smart home stuff all year. And I've culminated now in my last year Halloween decorations were nothing compared to this year. Can we talk about them?
Because they're all automated. Is it the case that you can say to is it your Google Home or your Amazon Echo, let's get spooky, and then it'll start? I think it's the Google device that will just start playing spooky sounds and music.
Well, you could also ask your other devices to play spooky sounds or music.
I guess you
and
could.
Do that. Yeah. Okay, so first, I have finally mastered the Hue lights that you gave me a while ago.
She's mastered the Hue lights.
And
a master of the hues.
The problem with it was this old hub. This is.
I gave you the original hub.
Well, you did give me the original hub, but this is. I got this. Actually, a viewer sent me this hub, and I really appreciated it because they got a deal on lights, the starter kit, which comes with a hub, and they already had a hub, so they sent me this hub, and I just could never get it to work. And so I finally set these up with the old hub, but Hue said they were going to send me a new hub because the old hub doesn't work with HomeKit, which stinks.
Now, these are old lights, and I wonder if they work with the new hub.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know.
We'll figure that out.
I don't know. I got all new lights and hubs, and I got what I really like is the ambient lights. The Hue, they call them glows, I think. That are you take out, you unplug them, and you can carry them around.
Oh, the Hue Go, like this thing.
That's it.
Yeah, I love this too.
Yeah.
This is, so
you can unplug it and the light stays on. It's kind of a miracle device. Yeah. And then I use these for ambient lighting, and I know John's shaking his head. No, it's just batteries, Leo. Well, I find it amazing.
It's amazing.
It's just batteries, Leo.
Can we turn down the lights for a second so you can see? Because it's actually on.
It's glowing.
Yes, it's
and it can glow different colors.
Yeah.
But I have two of these behind my television. They're not the best ambient lighting. Maybe the LEDs would be better. But what's great is that I like to watch my TV in the dark, but you don't want to have it be pitch black. So I have ambient lighting behind my TV. So, and you can change the colors, you can see, and the intensity. So that's nice. So I have it set. Hue has a way of setting it to match the content of the television. I haven't yet figured that out. Isn't that wild?
That
like
is
if you're in this desert sands, it would be, sandy yellow like that.
I have friends who took a picture on a vacation, and then they have their Hue lights to
match
the picture from there.
Yeah.
It's like
that's a nice
Hawaii
feature.
sunset.
You can take
something.
a dropper and say, I want that, that, and that, and then you have Hawaii sunset. Yeah.
But this would make good Halloween costume. You could carry it around if you were a witch. You could carry it around or like any.
And it's great for street safety.
Yeah, exactly. Just wear it around your neck or something.
I actually might because my costume, while it is bright, large, and yellow.
You already have your costume?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
As does Lisa. Probably could use some interior lighting.
Is it Pikachu? Oh, sorry.
How did you know?
Well,
now I have to get a new costume.
Play a lot of Pokemon.
I do.
So, yeah.
It's scary.
Can I show you the Hue Haunted House app? I make things. This is here it is.
They're
on
smart.
My iPad. So
even the app is creepy.
This is not just lights, but also sounds. What do you want? Demon Dollhouse, Grisly Graveyard, Abandoned Fairgrounds, Creepy Cave, Lurid Laboratory.
Well, I imagine that geez Louise, Haunted House would have the most spectacular sound effects, right?
Okay, so let's listen to that a little bit.
Right. I hear a heartbeat. Oh, and there's people.
And the lights changed color.
There's ghosts.
So my lights
Did our lights change color? Oh, yeah, look, they got
changed
red.
color
Blood
according
red.
to... and
actually, this is good.
Yeah.
This is terrifying.
It isn't it?
So Hue, this is actually an interesting thing. Philips makes extra money on Hue by charging for these extra apps. They don't give these apps away.
Yeah, this is $199.
It's not. It's reasonable.
It's a pretty good one.
I might get this for my... Because I have a Hue lit office.
This is Demon Dollhouse.
Oh man, I can't wait to play with this at the house.
The reason I chose this one over the other millions and millions of apps is that it doesn't charge for each scene. Like a lot of times they'll let you in and then it'll be like, oh, that's 99 cents and that's 99 cents. This is $1.99 and you get all of these.
You get all of them.
This one, Frightening Pursuit. It's pretty terrifying too.
Jeez Louise. Somebody stole her face. She's probably running to capture them and get it back.
So you set this, put it, AirPlay it to your HomePod or your speakers, and just then your lights will change, and it's great. I really like
these. Are
this.
really good. I can't wait to get this.
You can set it on a sleep timer, so it'll go off at night.
Okay. Starting tonight, this will keep the kids out of my office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh,
exactly. Man. It's good for decorating and also keeping kids out of your office.
Oh, I can't wait to play with this. So do you assign different colors to the lights, or
you could? You can do it.
It does the lights
manually.
automatically.
Yeah, it does it according to. So, like for example, Hellfire turns them all red, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But see, ooh.
I think that one stopped because you were you adjusting it on the back?
I pressed the buttons.
Yeah. You can
Now
also do
it's
it manually.
hellfire.
You can do it manually if you want to. And this little string light, also from Hue, is also matched up, so it's changing color as well. So, yeah. So Hue Haunted House.
I like these LED. I didn't know Hue made these LED strips.
They're pretty new, so you can hang those up on your house. And
oh, that'd be cool. Maybe I'll put this around the door to the office to further terrify the children.
All right,
this is where the candy's kept. Come on in.
So the Hue Go is $50. Not cheap and not crazy.
Yeah, it's a little pricey. Yeah.
And then the Hue, you can get 2 Hue lights and the new hub for $100.
I kicked myself because on Sunday, for just one day, Amazon had a deal on its Echo-enabled lights, $10 a bulb. And I was thinking, why didn't I notice that? I didn't see it till Monday because I would have bought,
So it's just Amazon Basics or something?
There's a brand that I can't remember what the brand was. I didn't recognize the brand, but yeah, that was a good deal.
$10 a bulb.
So
is
keep
a good
your
deal.
eye peeled. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that again before Halloween. Yeah.
So Hue, of course, requires a bridge. You can use if you have an Echo Plus. That would also work.
So you don't have to have a specific Hue bridge. You could use the Echo Plus as a bridge.
Yes,
okay,
you
good.
can.
That's good to know.
But really nothing else.
Nothing else? Oh.
I mean, you can, I think even if you use it with HomeKit, you still need the bridge.
These are quite an investment. That's the downside to the Hue bulbs. And now that LEDs, light bulbs are getting cheaper and cheaper, I'd like to see some more. Now, I don't know, for instance, if those Amazon bulbs, they may just be white on and off bulbs. That's just probably why they're $10, right?
Yeah.
Because these are RGB. They have 3 LEDs in them, red, green, and blue, so they can make any color at all.
Okay, so I have another thing that I like to use in my haunted house for Halloween, the Eve button. So Eve from Elgato, they do all kinds of home kits.
I'm starting to get jealous. For a long time, I wasn't jealous of your automated home because it sounded like it was not working that well. But now it sounds like you got it nailed.
I do. I'm always improving.
Yeah, I think
Always
doing
improving.
know-how really kind of focused you in 12 episodes on IoT, which everybody should watch. By the end of it, you'll be an IoT professional.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I have a smart lock on my front door. And there's nothing more terrifying than a lock, the door automatically locking behind you.
Well,
you think?
Maybe the door automatically opening behind you as you run away from Jason.
True.
That would be, not that Jason, the other Jason.
Jason.
Jason Voorhees.
Okay, so here are all
Or Michael Myers.
See, obviously everything's not working. I still have some things that are no response. But this is the Eve button, and all I have to do is press it, and it will lock or unlock my door.
Wow, that seems dangerous.
I know, doesn't it?
Don't put that door button on the outside of the house, I guess, would be
exactly
the thing. But if you could put it by your bedside.
You
could.
could.
But do you know, okay, so here's the problem. Didn't seem like there was any indicator whether you had locked it or unlocked it.
Okay, so let me show you.
I mean, on that screen there is, but not on the button.
Right.
Right.
No,
so if you hit it,
you
might be unlocking it, thinking you were locking it. Then Jason would come in.
Right. Single press is front door. Double press is, they're both front doors.
You only have one door.
Yeah. Unlock.
What if you made single press lock and double press unlock?
Let's see. I think
Can you do that?
Yeah. So we'll make single press lock. Done.
Your front door.
And then double press unlock.
Okay, see, that's good because then at least you know what you're doing.
Right. So then.
Yeah. You'd have to double press it to unlock it. You can't accidentally.
So double press was unlock, right? Let's make sure it works. See, I've got this all dialed in. It works perfectly.
So that's the key
time.
then is if you have the Apple Home app, you can see what the status of stuff is. Okay.
So go ahead and rob me. My front door is currently unlocked. Watch
this, though. She's just going to.
See, and I got to
look. Wow, you're getting notifications galore.
Yeah, because my door's unlocked.
That's really somebody should tell Megan her door's unlocked.
So we say one button for lock,
double button. No, one button for lock. Yeah.
Okay, so now it's locking.
Double button to unlock. That's better, don't you think?
Yeah.
That way you kind of know what's going on, even if you can't see the screen.
My poor dog at home is probably just insane. I'm getting a lot of notifications.
Our humidity is 33% and it's 71 degrees.
Yes,
in downtown Twit.
That's another Eve product.
That's kind of cool.
And
I'm getting jealous, sir.
And here is the Eve motion sensor, which is also great for Halloween. So you can have the lights turn off and on, or you can have the HomePod turn off or on, or like any kind of spooky stuff with the Eve. And these are all portable. They're all battery operated.
So you could put that for Halloween just outside your door.
Yes, and then
when the kids come up, something terrifying could happen.
Something terrifying.
The door could unlock.
Yes.
And all the candy's inside. And you just have a little recording say, come on in, kids, the candy's inside.
Exactly.
If you dare.
So
that's nice. Wireless, though. How long does the battery last?
That's a good question. These have lasted months, and I think it says it's at 50%. The button is at 50%, and I've had it since I don't know.
See, now I'm
March
really tempted to buy all this
or April
crap.
Yeah. So this I didn't buy, but Padre made me this last Halloween. This was Scully. And he made it. He put all these lights in here, and
Scully's
he did
moldering.
it with. I think there's a some kind of, what do you call them? Those little computers. The tiny little
Pi.
Yeah, Raspberry Pi in there. And this is a sensor so that when people approach, it goes off. But you could also put this on a smart plug, and then it could turn off and on according to, you can attach that smart plug to the button, and yeah, it's all.
Whose automatic lock do you have, by the way?
I have Schlage.
I just like having you say that.
I do. Schlage.
Schlage.
Is it Schlage or Schlag?
I think it's Schlage.
Schlage.
Yeah.
I think, I've been practicing that I've had it for almost 2 years. I love it.
That's your fave?
It's my favorite. Having 3 kids that are rather forgetful, it's very nice because you don't have to worry.
Huge thing.
And I mean, for example, not just that you don't have to worry that they have keys. When I started testing this, when I got here this morning, I left before they left, and I realized the front door was still unlocked. They left without even locking the front door, so I could lock it from here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I actually left the front door wide open. Is there a app for that? I often do that. I should just tell the neighborhood. Well, we have a screen door on it, and the reason I leave it open is for the fresh air to come in. Because in the morning, I don't do it so much in the winter, but in the summer, in the morning, you want to get the cool air in there before it gets too hot. And you close the doors, you draw the blinds, you close the shutters, you take off all your clothes, and it's nice and balmy, cool. I mean, inside.
Was your home address revealed in the Google Plus hack? I'm just curious.
I believe so. So come on over. The candy's right there on the left. All the Mounds bars are gone, though. The Almond Joys disappeared.
Okay, I've got something else for you.
Don't know why.
This is for the Apple TV. We got to get the Apple TV involved because, especially if you're having a Halloween party. Can we see the Apple TV back there? Okay, so there's many apps. Don't just go through and buy stuff on the Apple TV.
There's many, many, many apps, and a lot of them are not so good. Yeah. So we made Megan buy them all and test them.
This is Smoke and Fire Loops. Just look, Smoke and Fire
pretty.
Loops. And it's Smoke 1 is totally free. And you can just have that playing in the background. Yeah.
That's scary. Like your TV's burning up.
Yeah, like if you have a haunted house inside, let's see what it looks like on our TV just with us now. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's free, but then if you want to go to Fire Pit, costs 99 cents. It costs another $1.99 to get everything fire particles. They want to charge you another 99 cents just for Smoke 2, which seems very similar to Smoke 1, if you ask me.
Actually, it's not as good as Smoke 1.
Yeah.
That one looks like you're flying through smoke. Mm-hmm. I like the Smoke 1.
Yeah.
Get the freebie.
Yeah, get the free one. Or just light something on fire in your living room. Also another option.
Burn your TV.
So then here's I think what you were talking about this is
Hue Match.
Yeah. Matching your.
So if you have the Hue dome lights, the Go's, you can then have the stuff behind your TV kind of match your TV.
Seems to be crashing right now, but
it's doing that Hue sync thing. Shows colors on your TV that sync to your Hue lights. That's not what you want.
No.
Because then you couldn't watch TV. You'd only get colors that match your lights.
So if you wanted to click the center of the touch surface, I think it means that remote. This app or our remote is dead. Either one of those.
Or these lights aren't on the same network as that, which is very likely.
Yes, I set them up yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Because that is something that happens because it was connected. These lights are all connected to our demo network. And
this is on guest.
Well, this I put on Wi-Fi and it has to be the 2.4 gigahertz too, not the,
Okay, that's good.
But I think
this is why you should just invite Megan over to your house to wire this stuff up.
Yeah, I really should.
It's ridiculous.
And then, here were some other
become the master
ones
of
that
this stuff,
you
which is
shouldn't.
great.
Here's what you shouldn't download. That's just a picture of a pumpkin.
Burning.
You don't want that. Just a burning pumpkin. It's not bad for a party, just to have playing like a Yule log. What do you think? I feel a bit sorry for the pumpkin.
I like the smoke. You know what I think of when I see that? The foul smell that burning pumpkins make, don't they? Mm-hmm. They don't smell good.
So here's one that is worth it. Lightbow.
Lightbow.
Lightbow. Have you ever used this?
No.
This one also has Halloween.
This is another Hue controller.
And it does have my Halloween iOS today.
But it's not just Halloween. It has all sorts of stuff.
No, it has all kinds of things. So I can change the lights here.
You spent a lot of time. You were here all day yesterday.
I was here all day
doing this.
So you can change them with your Apple TV, which is cool if you want to show off too. So
it's also, I think, a little bit nicer. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's nice to have a big interface. It's problematic with the remote. That's the negative.
Yeah, but you can use the remote app on your phone.
That's true.
But yeah, so
look at that. She's made everything purple.
I have. I can make it whatever color or just the Halloween scene.
Nice.
I think this is, if you really want to show off your automated house, which I like to do, then this
put
is
all
a
that
good way
work
to do
in,
it.
you might as well show it off.
Exactly.
Right?
If you want to make your lights, that's brightness. Why would you want to make your lights brown? That's a good question. You're right. This remote is really
janky.
Mm-hmm.
But this is for any number of sets. Can you do also the thing Hue does where you pick the picture like your friends did? You can do that with this app?
Yes, you can do. And this app is $1.
This does all sorts of stuff.
99 too, I think.
Okay. Yeah, this is for show off. Or somebody likes a big screen.
Mm-hmm. And you can also use this on your phone too. The Lightbow.
Oh, okay.
Lightbow. $4.99.
Oh, it also works with LifeX and Wemo.
Oh, I have the LifeX bulbs as well. The problem is you can't mix and match. I mean, you can, but then you can't control them. I mean, you could control them all on HomeKit,
But it'd be independently.
Yeah. You couldn't all, turn your LifeX and your Hue the same color with one. Maybe if you created a scene and added your LifeX, you probably could. It's fun. I think troubleshooting all this stuff has made me a better person.
More patient, surely.
Yes.
That's a lot of work. But you've become the master again in 12 episodes of Know How IoT with Florence Ion. You have you have mastered this stuff. So I'm going to invite you over to our house.
Okay, and I'll set up your.
Yeah, because I'm really actually jealous. In the past I've thought, but I'm now jealous. I want all this control. What else can you do? What other magic?
That's it. That's all my magic.
Yeah.
I mean, I get you could do all kinds of other things. There's lots of
Lisa's
Hue
getting
apps.
tired of this. She's said we're bringing the June oven to work, and we're going to bring back the old toaster oven. And now I have some cookware that you use your phone to control, and she says no. Let's just have normal pots and pans, shall we?
There's a new smart oven too. That even
I know.
Have you
And
heard
there's
of that?
a less expensive June. I bought the most expensive. Now they've got a less expensive one. Oh, there's new smart stuff. I got that new Hestan Q cookware. You know that
the
stuff?
Smart pan. It doesn't work?
Yeah, it works. But who needs a Bluetooth-enabled smart pan?
I can't even find time to use my Instapot that I got. I finally got an Instapot, and I don't know what to make in it.
Yeah.
I realized buying an Instapot doesn't
You could make a ham in it if you got a really small one.
Well, I don't eat ham. So
No, but I'll come over.
Okay. Make a ham for yourself in my Instapot. All right.
There's lots of stuff you can make in the Instapot. People sing its praises high and low.
I know, but it didn't suddenly give me more time and interest in cooking.
That's
what I thought it would do.
Issue. Yeah.
That's what I thought it would do, but no. All right, so should we thank Rocket Mortgage?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Because we got to pay for all this
stuff. Yeah, it's not cheap. The smart home doesn't come cheap.
You can turn the lights on full. My eyes are starting to get a little blurry. Our show today brought to you by, yay, it's so bright, by Quicken Loans, the best lender in the country, #1 in customer satisfaction for 8 years in a row. And thanks to that, #1 in volume as of December. Yeah, they beat the big bank, and they deserve to beat the big bank. Man, we got the loan for our home 5 years ago from the big bank, and that was no fun at all. It took us 2 months. We were on vacation, faxing stuff. We had to ask Lisa's sister to go say, "Hey, can you call the bank and get our statements from 2010?" Stuff like that. No fun at all. Rocket Mortgage is Quicken Loans' answer to that. Rocket Mortgage is an entirely online mortgage approval process that does not require a visit to the big bank or anybody. You can do it all from your phone, from your computer. You could do it at an open house, and it's fast, man. It's actually, they call it the power buying process. So here's what you do if you want to try this. Go to rocketmortgage.com/iOS today. You actually could do a dry run and just see. No cost. Just go through it. So you'll be ready when that perfect house comes along. The power buying process is 3 steps. Step 1, very simple. You go to rocketmortgage.com/iOS today, and you answer a few simple questions. Questions you don't need to go to the attic to get paperwork for. Don't need to call previous employers. None of that stuff. They just, stuff you already know, like your home address. And then they check your credit, and within a few minutes, literally, they'll give you pre-qualified approval. You choose the term, the rate, the down payment. They show you all the loans for which you qualify, and boom. Then, step 2. And this was without any extra effort on your part. Quicken Loans will verify your income, your assets, and your credit. And they'll do that in about a day. And then give you verified approval. That gives you now, by the way, verified approval. You get a letter that says they're good for it. It gives you basically the strength of a cash buyer. The strength of a cash buyer. And at that point, when you go and make an offer on a house, you go right to the front of the line. The sellers love it. Once you're verified, you qualify for the all-new Rate Shield approval. And this is really, really the coolest thing of all, because no one needs the pressure of rising interest rates forcing them to buy a house before they're ready. You want to buy the right house. So what Quicken Loans is going to do is, once you're verified, you're going to qualify for their all-new Rate Shield approval, which means the rates can't go up for up to 90 days. You have up to 3 months to look at a house, look for houses, and the rate's locked. It can go down. That's kind of nice, actually, if rates go down, but it can't go up. This is a really nice way of taking some of the anxiety out of buying a home. It's exactly why Quicken Loans is #1 in customer satisfaction. To get started, go to rocketmortgage.com/iOS today. rocketmortgage.com/iOS today. Rate Shield approval is only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply based on Quicken Loans data in comparison to public data records. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states at MLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030. rocketmortgage.com/iOS today. Do it today. And we thank them so much for their support of iOS today. The big story of the day today, actually was of the day yesterday, is Pokemon Go is updated, and the 4th generation Pokemon are starting to appear.
That's the big story? Not Photoshop on the iPad?
That's the big story of the day. Lisa sent me a text. She said, oh my God, I got a Bidoof.
Oh.
That's a 4th generation Pokemon, a Bidoof.
Oh. I thought she meant you.
Well, and me. Or is it a Bidoof? Oh, because it's got 2 teeth, so it's a Bidoof.
Oh, Bidoof, obviously.
A lot of the Pokemon names are puns and plays on words and stuff. So, and sometimes to figure out how to pronounce it, you have to kind of Bidoof. Bidoof. Anyway, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
For me and Lisa. We'll be running around town looking for 4th generation Pokemon after the show today.
So you don't have to start over or anything.
No, God. Oh, jeez. Although I went to the Niantic site. Pokemon Go is, despite its appearance, not a creation of the Pokemon company. They licensed it to Niantic, which is actually a spinoff from Google. Niantic is the Google Maps folks. They went out and they started a game company based on mapping, and did Ingress, which not many people played, but enough played that it gave them enough data they could then do Pokemon Go. And now they're working with Warner Brothers, San Francisco, to create a Harry Potter game.
Oh, I might play that.
That would be fun. Yeah, if you scroll down a little, you'll see the game. I think they mention it there. Yeah, Wizards Unite. So the idea is you're a wizard and you're going, I would guess, using the same engine, the Pokemon Go engine, you'll be going out and hunting fantastic creatures from the Harry Potter series using your wand and spells.
Do you get an actual wand, do you think, or do you
I
use
bet
your
you
phone?
do.
Okay.
No, you mean a physical one? Well, actually, that's kind of interesting because it starts with the phone, of course, and I probably will. But with Pokemon Go, you can buy little bands that you wear, and there's going to be a new Pokeball thing you can buy. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually start selling wands. So you'll see people going around town.
The wand does make the wizard, as they say.
Is that what they say, or is it the other way around?
The wand makes the wizard,
Harry. I think it's the wizard makes the wand, Harry.
No.
I don't know. It's the wand makes the wizard?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Did you read all the books twice?
No, but I think you did. Once was enough for me. Anyway, so that's the big news in my neck of the woods. What's your big news?
In other news, Photoshop is coming to the iPad. Not Photoshop for the iPad, actual Photoshop on the iPad, according to Phil Schiller.
This is big news because Apple would really like people to start using iPad Pros especially as computers, right? What's a computer? I'm using the iPad. So you need, in order for that to happen, professional level apps on the iPad. Photoshop and I hope Lightroom are the two big apps used by designers and photographers and artists. And if you can get Photoshop, one of the things that's pushing this, I think, along a little bit is Affinity Photo, which is an amazing photo editing and drawing app, and just an excellent one on the iOS that actually I think is every bit as good as Photoshop. So I think Adobe said, hurry up. Not till next year, though.
Right, 2019, and but it will seamlessly sync, apparently, to your computer. So.
Yeah, that's what the Creative Cloud does right now. For instance, I have Lightroom on my iPad, and I can go through and pick pictures, even edit pictures, and that will sync back to the computer if you subscribe to the Creative Cloud. That's cool.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you,
we'll
Adobe.
still have to wait. Apple has apologized. A few people in China got their accounts hacked. So they apologized, but also wanted to point out that these people did not have two-factor identification on. So
it's their fault, as we suspected.
You're protecting it wrong,
Yeah.
says Apple.
Yeah.
So they're just a small number, but they have apologized for that, and it was only in China.
Was it an iCloud hack?
It was, it was people's iCloud accounts that were hacked.
So that's interesting because, I could see. But this is, of course, Apple moved the iCloud accounts to Chinese servers, actually servers controlled by the Chinese military last year, or maybe it was earlier this year. So that's the other sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Wonder who hacked those and how the hacking happened, huh?
So it was a phishing scam.
It
that
was.
People
They fell for. All right.
And they didn't say how many people or how much money was stolen, but they did apologize. So it did exist.
Good. They should apologize.
What other news? Okay, I hesitate to bring this up because it has caused some disagreement between you and I in the past.
Gosh darn it. What?
But I think disagreement makes your relationship stronger.
Sure.
There was a piece in TechCrunch about the growing number of subscription scams. Now, they're really just subscription apps that are kind of tricking you into paying weekly subscriptions for like QR code apps or coloring book apps.
Yeah.
And
why was I in favor of that?
You were saying that they weren't really doing anything wrong. Like you need to pay more attention. You need to pay attention when you sign up for something that it's a subscription.
Well, they are doing something wrong, but you do need to pay attention.
Yeah,
I think that's both true. I mean, good. They should clamp down on those.
Well, because these are some of the most popular paid for apps that are like a QR code scanner, which is a QR code scanner is already in the operating system.
I know people fall for that all the time, and that charges you. How much?
It was, the QR code scanner that one of my sons downloaded, it was a weekly subscription, but I think it charged him for the entire year. So it was like $75 or something. I called Apple and they reversed the charges. But
that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the other thing they do. They, it's, a free 1 week trial. But then after that, you've signed up for a year and it's $49.95.
No, I can't believe that Leo thought that was okay. That's not okay.
I know. That was.
He's wrong.
Yeah. But it is true that we do need to pay attention to what.
Yeah, but that's an easy thing to fall for, and the real problem is kids, right? Because they're not yet wise to the ways of the world and how evil people can be.
So
shame. Good. So Apple's going to crack down on those?
Well, they haven't said no. I mean,
they need to.
The point is that they are encouraging more app developers to make subscription apps. But I think that is
some subscription apps are obviously okay. I mean, that Adobe Photoshop you just talked about, that's for sure going to be a subscription app, right? Mm-hmm. Or maybe it'll be free with Creative Cloud, which is a subscription. So,
but when I talked to James Thompson, who makes pCalc, I asked, do you ever consider turning it into a subscription? And he's like, well, sure. Like, I would love to get constant income, but I'm not going to do that. It doesn't serve the user. It's not something that consumers want in a calculator.
Well, that's right.
He does.
You can't. You got to justify it somehow. That's why the QR code reader is dopey. You have to justify it with new features and so forth.
And he does have new features. He's constantly updating the app, and but it's just, I mean, he's the kind of developer that says, well, what do the people that support me in my way of life really want? And he gives it to them.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's understandable if you're constantly working on something. And I think it's also giving people an opportunity to support him. Mm-hmm. And I think pCalc's one of those programs he probably could charge $1 a month, or maybe not that much, but $5 a year. Mm-hmm. That would be appropriate. But a QR code reader that doesn't change its features in any way at any time, there's no excuse for that. That's just greed. And they're just hoping people forget.
I don't see any reason why a subscription needs to give you a free trial and then automatically charge you for the entire year.
Yeah, that's sneaky as heck. Yeah, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. But I pay a considerable number of subscription fees. I mean, I'm not crazy about paying a monthly fee or a yearly fee, but I think I understand why. Even, the Plume router, and this was very controversial, started charging and said it won't work if you don't pay the subscription fees. And that really upset people because they bought hardware. But if you want routers to be constantly updated and protected and secure, and you want new features, either you're going to pay $1,000 up front, which is, by the way, one of the options you could pay. I think it was $200 for a lifetime subscription, or pay a yearly or monthly subscription fee. So I like the idea of giving people lifetime choices. What we're talking about is different. These are scammers. They're just taking advantage of people's inattention or kids' naivete.
And this next story is very serious. Bagel Gate. The bagel emoji in iOS 12.
Oh, let me see it. I'm going to be upset if it's wrong.
It's if we could take a look at that. I'm
either going to be upset or very hungry. Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, it doesn't.
Wait a minute, though. It looks like the top one is a full bagel and the bottom one is sliced. Is that the problem?
Oh, it does. You're right. It does look like that. I didn't notice that.
It doesn't look like two halves.
No, mostly it just looks like a bagel that you get in a plastic bag at the grocery store. It
doesn't look like a good bagel. Maybe it should have some seeds on it, but not everybody likes seeds.
That's true.
What if you have that thing that you can't eat seeds, whatever that's called?
Seedophobia.
Allergies? No.
Seedophobia is a thing?
No. Anyway.
Well, they've changed it. I don't. They have.
I think that looks like a fine bagel, except that it looks like two different bagels with a round bagel on the bottom that's cut in half and a full-size bagel with an eye-shaped hole that's not cut in half on top of it, which is very confusing.
Well, you obviously didn't eat your first bagels in New York.
I did.
You did?
Well.
Then you... Oh, okay, let's
open
this.
I presume I ate my first.
This is the new emoji. It's got a little cream cheese on it, and it's got a little... It looks better. Like, it looks like it's made with New York water.
That looks like a bialy.
A bialy?
What's the split there?
That's the inconsistency of a real bagel.
This is Apple's new bagel? This is the replacement bagel?
This is a replacement bagel.
Okay. I do like it.
I mean, if you were lactose intolerant, this would be offensive.
Well, that's right. Actually, that does. You know what? That's nice. They've added some imperfections. They've distressed that bagel.
Yeah, artisanal distressed bagel was what we have here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, actually, that makes me hungry. That does look better. Let's look at the other one closer.
Look at what are those?
That looks plastic.
Yeah, what are those holes?
No, you're right. That's terrible.
Yes, exactly.
It looks like it's made out of foam.
Yeah.
Foam rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is...
There's a bagel gate here.
I don't know if they've fixed it.
I wonder what the other guys are doing.
Yeah, like what the
because everybody
bagel
has their
emoji
own.
is, and
Yeah. There are many bagels. Let me go to Emojipedia and just see what the bagel choices, because Emojipedia lists Twitter, Google, Apple. Here's the bagel. Let's see. So Google's
there's the seeds.
Google's kind of but it's kind of cartoony, right?
That's Google's?
That's Google's.
Yeah.
Microsoft's is terrible. It looks like a donut.
Yeah, or a cantaloupe.
Or it could be anything. Samsung's equally synthetic. Twitter, what the hell?
That's a hamburger bun.
That could be a candy apple. What is that? Emoji one, very nice. Little seeds, little dimples.
Emojipedia looks like an avocado.
Theirs is toasted. Okay. You can see it's golden. Wow. Don't blame Apple, because honestly, some of these others are worse. Look at that. Twitter is terrible. What is that?
I don't know.
Come on, Twitter. Apple's is clearly the best.
Speaking of emoji,
yes.
which we are,
yes.
Did you know there's no cheerleader emoji? And
are you upset as a former cheerleader?
I was not a former cheerleader per se, like not with the pom-poms. I got kicked off the pep
Look
squad
at the
in 8th grade.
I'm sorry.
For talking.
That's a terrible croissant. Apple,
yeah.
Flakify it. That's even worse. That's a Pillsbury Doughboy croissant. Google.
That's a crab or some kind.
That's a crab. Samsung's. What the hell? Okay, so, when it comes to baked goods, it's pretty clear.
Okay, sorry. I was talking about Pep Squad.
Yeah,
I got kicked off the Pep Squad. I didn't get to
cheer?
try out for cheerleader. But I consider myself just a general cheerleader. Like I like to cheer people on in their endeavors, not necessarily football or basketball.
But there is this. Isn't that kind of like a cheerleader?
No, that's a dancer. Very different.
By the way, this was controversial because her skirt's kind of high.
Yeah, she's not cheering anyone on. So I don't think it needs to be a female cheerleader.
No, it could be a guy in a sweater.
Yeah. Exactly.
Are you lobbying for what does Jeremy say?
Jeremy says there's the megaphone, which I think means I'm yelling at you, which is not the same thing.
But it is honestly something that the cheerleaders use.
Yeah,
as a megaphone.
Maybe. But I might.
Is he saying, well, there's a megaphone, we don't need a cheerleader?
No, he's saying that's a good idea. No one's ever presented that to me, so I might go through the process.
It's interesting because Apple's got like a cheerleader megaphone.
Yeah.
Samsung has a football coach megaphone. That's a scary megaphone.
Mm-hmm. I think that the idea of cheerleaders, I think maybe some people don't love the idea of women serving what's usually,
Here's
boys.
my reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how you feel about the cheerleader emoji?
Yeah. Whatever.
I think it would be interesting to go through the process. I might do it.
Yeah. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
We know people who have actually gotten emojis in there.
Yeah.
Who was it got the milkshake emoji? Wasn't that somebody?
Tanya?
I think Tanya.
Yeah. Well, I think she encouraged, I don't know if she went through the process. But
I think she pulled Jeremy aside and said, if you don't put a milkshake emoji in there, I'm going to beat you up.
But I did interview the guy who got the yoga emoji made.
Nice.
And it was a process. He did a whole podcast.
We're mentioning Jeremy, who is Jeremy, is it Burge?
Burge. Jeremy Burge.
Burge is the guy behind Emojipedia, but he also serves on the Unicode Emoji Committee, which is the very serious business of choosing the new emojis. Apple has new emojis in iOS 12, and I think 12.1 is going to have a new set of emojis as well.
That's the bagel.
That's the bagel.
Cheese.
Yeah, that's where the bagel will be appearing at an iPhone near you. iOS 12.1.
I've got something else to show you besides bagels. We've talked about Apple Watch docks before.
We haven't. Did we ever resolve the thing about whether the new Series 4 watch has a different kind of charger, but you say you can use your old charger.
Yeah, but what I realized was I have the smaller watch, so maybe. That it's the. So this is the old puck. You put the puck in this. This is the Studio Proper, and I really like it. It's rose gold or.
So what happens?
Gold. Well, first I would have to plug it in.
Okay.
And
but why? Why put it in that thing?
Because. It's a stand for the.
So it's got enough magnet that your watch will hold on to that?
Yes.
Or do you have to tighten the band around it?
No, you don't.
Oh,
Just,
look.
See? Yeah, see?
That's
well, if you're not going to turn it over.
Don't do that, yeah.
Yeah, you just sit it there. And it would, if this were plugged in somewhere.
I'm still, my favorite is still the iMac, the Macintosh that goes into. And then it's like a little stand, but it's a Macintosh. It's like a mini Macintosh. And it's enough to, the watch goes into nightstand mode and everything. I like that.
Yeah, myself. I like that too. This one is a little more elegant for my bedside table, I think.
It is more elegant. Is it made of wood?
No, it's just steel or I don't know. It's
steel.
What is it?
Ooh, it's heavy.
It's metal.
It's cast aluminum.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, that's heavy duty.
Yeah.
That's a serious. Wow.
I'm sorry, I couldn't actually.
You could actually brain a burglar with that.
You could. That's why I keep it by my bedside table.
Just boom. Wow. Apple Watch dock. How much? 70?
50. Is it $50?
50.
No, it is 70.
Looks like 70 on that screen.
Sorry.
Well, that's the cast aluminum for you.
Yeah, not cheap. How much is your little Macintosh one?
$9.
$9?
Something like that. It's made out of rubber.
Yeah.
But it's cute, and I love it. And frankly, I'd buy another one if I could. It's the Elago, Elago, and it's on. You can get it from Elago, but I think it's on it. Let me just see what the Amazon price is. $9.99. See, and then it's so cute.
It is cute.
You could get a black one. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get a black one.
Dark
you should get
mode.
one. This is beige, apple beige. I love that. That's where my watch lives.
Here's what it looks like charging. I took a picture when I was charging the other day.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know why I don't have access to a plug here, but I don't.
It's complicated.
So there we go. I have something else to show you. These printful cases. What do you think of these?
Now, they're not selling the Twit logo. We just made them with the Twit logo. You can make them with any imagery you have. So, I've become, remember I was using the Wallet Folio, and I've become kind of a fan now of just like because this shows off the back of the phone. It protects it probably okay.
This printful will show off the back of the phone.
Oh.
And
that says the screensavers.
Yeah.
I like that. Let me turn off my iPad so you can see it. That's really nice.
And then you can have them do any of these logos. I like the feel, and I have gotten printed cases before that I'm not happy with. The printful cases I'm happy with.
I like that. So print. Oh, look at that. See that? Then the iPhone shines and everything. The printful company prints stuff on things. I'm guessing.
They do. They will make you that. They will put that logo on anything.
So you upload your image, and then one of the things they can do is put it on these. I like these kinds of cases, frankly, because they're inexpensive and I think they protect.
Yeah, that's $11 for that printed.
Yeah, it should be printed. That's not bad, actually. Can I
keep that one?
May
yes,
I?
You may. You may.
This one? I'm not sure I want the Twit one only because it covers up the pretty gold back.
Yeah.
Geez, I had just bought this plastic case for my iPhone.
Sorry.
Little did I. That's pretty nice too, though. Don't you think?
I do.
Yeah. And
You
then,
could put
they
Lisa's
have
picture
holes
on
for the appropriate.
And they have other cases.
I could put her on the back.
Yeah.
And then I could put this Twit on the front. But then what would I have gained? Nothing.
That's a good point.
I'm going to put the screensavers because I like the idea of seeing
see-through.
the back of it. And by the way, these go on very easily. Oh, wait a minute. Some Pokemon. That was just by accident. I don't know how that happened. Are any of these fourth generation? No, they all look like they're old. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh, I thought it was.
What is it?
That's a Murkrow. But what I thought, because I saw, now everything's changed. What's that?
You should dress as your Pokemon character, like with that vest and hat.
Oh, that would be a better costume, wouldn't it?
Well, you already have your new costume.
Don't you think that looks kind of like me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Looks just like you.
Me.
With a Murkrow on your shoulder.
That's an Eevee. Come on. What's
what
wrong
is it?
with you? Eevee.
Eevee is her name, or?
It's her species. Her name is 9064AA.
She's a
Eevee.
pet?
Yeah, she's my buddy.
Oh, and you had to catch her first to put her on your...
Yeah, I'm walking with my buddy.
Oh, she's cute.
She's really cute.
Look at her tail.
Yeah, I thought you'd like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're really cute.
Oh, Evie.
She's got a little fox tail.
Are there male Eevees or just female?
There's
Eevees?
male and female. This is a male.
Oh.
You should really learn more about Pokemon.
Why?
Visit your local public library. What? Why? Because it's the best game ever.
Okay.
You know why it's the best game ever? Because you have to get some exercise and go outside and smell the fresh air and walk in front of cars to play it. That makes it the best game ever.
Maybe I will, because as you know, I do the Whole Life Challenge, which gives me a challenge every week. This week is to do something fun.
Well, notice this is fun and it's part of your other whole life. I am walking with her. I've walked 1.4 out of 5 kilometers. When I get 5 kilometers, I get a new little Eevee candy.
Okay, I'm downloading Pokemon right now.
Oh, you would make me so happy. I'll be your friend if you want.
Pokemon Go.
Me so happy.
Okay.
I have, just out of curiosity, I don't know if I can see how many miles I've walked. No. But I'll show you. I mean, you want to know how many miles Renee Ritchie has walked?
Well, I know. Actually.
He has walked 3,356 kilometers just playing Pokemon Go. He's caught 50,000 Pokemon.
Just today, he's walked 3,385 steps.
Yeah. And most of it's playing Pokemon Go.
I wondered about Renee. He always reaches his goal.
Yeah. That's why he's such a good Pokemon Go player. See, that's other things that Eevee can evolve into. A Flareon, a Jolteon, a Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon. I don't know. I don't know if in Pokemon Go they can do the Sylveon. That music, when I hear that music, I want to leap into the air and find out how old you are.
Everyone knows how old I am. Oh, I hate this scroll.
I hate that because you have to scroll. Wait till you're my age.
Yeah.
You have to scroll back 100 years.
I guess I'm going to be a new player.
Yeah. Log in with your Google account. That's the easiest.
Okay.
Oh, this is so exciting, everybody. Okay, now I'm going to give you... Can she get friends yet? I think not until you're level 10.
Oh, level 10. Okay.
But you'll get to level 10 quick. But as soon as you can, you should... Maybe next week. By next week, you'll be level 10. You can broadcast your friend ID. And I have 200 friends out of our viewers.
Oh.
And friends are great because they give you gifts and you give them gifts. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. They're almost like real friends, except you've never met them and you never talked to them. And they can't come over.
But I can come over.
Then I don't want to be your friend.
I got to sign in.
Oh, I got her. Did you see that, Kevin? Mm-hmm. Oh, when you choose your team, there really is no choice. Valor.
Okay.
Got to be red.
See how long it takes to log into stuff?
I mentioned that. Scooter X is saying the Pokemon Go update is bringing in Pokemon from the Sinnoh region.
Okay. Remember to be alert at all times. Stay aware of your surroundings.
This is so exciting.
Okay,
It crashed already.
It crashed.
Yeah, it's a little crashy. Pay no attention to that.
It's a little crashy?
A little.
Okay.
It's all right. It's a
This is a brand new iPhone. No wonder I didn't play. Why is it doing that? It crashed again.
I think you need to restart. Restart your phone. Just start it up.
Wait, one more time.
No, it's going to crash.
Why does it do that? Okay, well, for later. But this is why, I mean, what are the chances I'm really going to go back to that?
You could join Team Yellow. Helpless Corgi is pointing out, no, for some reason, there's 3 teams, yellow, green, yellow, blue, and red. And for some reason, nobody joins yellow. I think because nobody wants to be yellow.
Oh.
Yellow means different things, apparently, in Japan, but no one wants to be yellow. So if you join Team Yellow, which is Mystic, you'll be one of the few, the proud. Instinct? Oh, it is Instinct. Mystic is blue? Okay, thank you. Bella!
Okay, good to know. Well, while my
I'm so sorry. That's
$1,500 iPhone
that's
is
really
restarting,
depressing.
so I can play Pokemon Go.
I think it's the new update. That's really depressing.
It is. Maybe everyone's trying to do it right now?
Yeah, and that's the other thing that killed Pokemon Go in the early days. Remember when it came out in July 2016? Everybody was playing it, so many so that they couldn't keep up and the servers were crashing all the time. Okay, see if you can play it now.
Everybody, cross your fingers. Oh, cancel YouTube Red.
Is that your job for the day?
Yeah, that's
your
my
task
job for
of the day. Cancel YouTube Red. Don't look at what's coming up. You wouldn't want to. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, you have to delete the app and reinstall.
Delete the app, so I can't just keep trying. Like
you could, but I think the same thing will happen each and every time.
Oh wait, it got further. What's that?
That's even better. That's even better. You now have a black screen.
Guided access. I don't.
No, just slide it up and force quit it.
Oh. Okay. So delete the app.
Yeah. Now wait. You have to. Have you noticed that you have to wait a few seconds? Otherwise, it won't have actually closed the app.
Yeah. Okay. So now delete it.
It's so sad.
Okay. All right. So while we're waiting.
This is why more people don't play that game. And Lisa has several times deleted it and then said, oh, put it back because the servers get busy. Nothing can happen. It's really frustrating.
Okay. I'm downloading it again.
Let me just see if mine will launch. Yes, I'm in it.
You're in it.
Yeah. Look, see, there's a bouncy. So you got to catch these. Oh, there's a new one. There's a new one. Look at that. That's a new one. That's a Sino region. It's a turtwig. Oh, my God. The turtwigs are here. Now, here's a trick. You got to learn how to do the curveball. See that? I'm spinning that, and then you launch it over to the side. And then it improves your chances of catching the turtwig.
So the thing that when it
broke away.
When it started, when Pokemon Go started and everyone was always like taking pictures of their Pokemon in real life, can you still do that?
Yeah. I'll show you if it gets away, which it did. You could turn on the AR camera. That's up here. It'll be on by default. And then the turtwig is in your actual space. See? Now I'm going to capture the turtwig. I find it much, much harder.
Maybe based on my...
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where I'm aiming. Turtwig. Okay, if you want a real challenge, do it with the AR on. So now it's on my table, right?
So now should I'm a returning player now.
All right, I'm turning AR off. That drives me nuts. You're a returning player because you have logged in at least. Mm-hmm. But you probably still have stuff you have to do, like choose your team. Valor.
Okay. Valor. Remember to be alert.
Wow, this turtwig, I'm going to have to feed it a berry. Maybe I should feed it a pineapple, because that way I'll get... It's a very strong turtwig, and I'm going to use a stronger ball. Oh, I threw it at the wrong time. You should wait till after the turtwig. There you go. Is it crashing?
It's crashing.
Oh, well, I guess Pokemon Go just isn't for you.
I guess it knows, like, based on my birthday.
Now watch. See, I caught it. See, it says gotcha. And so that's a brand new one. So I get 610 experience points because I get 500 because it's a new one. It's going to add it to my Pokédex. This game is for 12-year-olds, I admit it. That's your list of all the Pokemon you've seen or caught. And then I always do this. Let's appraise that. Just see if he's any good. Let's take a look. He's decent. See, I don't keep decent. Its attack is its strongest feature. It's got excellent stats. I don't care. I don't keep decent. Eventually, if I get enough Turtwig candies, or as they call it in Pokemon Francais, bonbon, I can evolve into whatever this is. We don't know. It's an outline because I don't know what it is. But it's going to take 25 candies. I only have 6. I'm thinking I'm going to see more Turtwigs. So I'm going to give him to the professor. That'll give me one more Turtwig candy. Now, see, this is what I thought was something like some weird witch Sunkern, but no, it's just a Murkrow and a Sunkern together. I sound like a 12-year-old boy, don't I?
Well, no, I feel jealous because I want to. I don't understand. I feel like it's...
I'm making... Oh, they disappeared. Yeah, there's something, you know what? Wait a day or two.
Okay.
Because everybody's playing because of the new level 4 Pokemon.
What if I changed my birthday and said I was like 25? Would it
They might let you in. They let me play.
It's true.
Of course, I was 25 when I started.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Okay. I allow notifications.
One thing I've learned.
You can't keep trying. And
there's no point. If it's crashing, it's crashing.
I wanted to use my location. I'm going to change
my
birthday.
Wumple has appeared.
I can't lie about my birthday.
It's not your birthday. Oh, there's another new one. A wild Misdrevious. That's second generation? But I've never seen it before. It's a ghost. Oh, because it's for Halloween. Oh. Kevin must play this game. No, he just knows because he played it on the DS many years ago. Game Boy. That's the OG Pokemon.
All right, let's answer some questions. What do you think?
It's a new one to me. Yes, please.
AJ writes, I have heard that Apple will be doing away with iTunes and that you need to use Spotify or they will merge. Not 100% sure how it will work.
Where did you hear
podcast,
that?
Move your music from Spotify to Apple Music. It did not sound like Apple has any plans to get rid of iTunes.
No, they're absolutely not getting rid of iTunes.
Also, I assume that Apple Music and iTunes are different apps, but still the same. Can you please give me some clarity?
Apple Music on iOS is iTunes, but there is an iTunes Store app where you buy stuff. But Apple really should get rid of iTunes. I wish that were true. Unfortunately, it's not true. So iTunes is the player that plays back music. Apple Music is their streaming service with Beats Radio that you pay a fee for. Then there's a third thing that's called iTunes Store. That's where you buy music as opposed to paying the subscription fee. I wouldn't be surprised, and maybe what he's thinking is Apple's going to get rid of the iTunes Store because, after all, what do you need to buy music for if you can listen to everything by paying a monthly fee? But I think there's still people who like to buy music. Mm-hmm. For instance, the Beatles. Oh, I think it might be already out. No, it's in November. It's the 50th anniversary of the White Album, so they're releasing a special version of the White Album. And I haven't bought enough Beatles music over the last 50 years. I need to buy more. Yeah. So I'll buy that. I don't want to rent it, which is in effect what Apple Music does. It lets you stream it as long as you continue to pay for it. So there's no way they're killing Apple Music. They paid $3.2 billion or something like that for Beats, right? And that was part of the deal. They got Beats Music. They rebranded it Apple Music. That's going to continue. The music on iOS is essentially the player for iTunes. If you buy stuff, it'll show up there. And Apple Music's interface. So your music's not going to go away. It's the interface to Apple. It is Apple Music. But you can see what you can do, which sometimes I do. And actually, this ends up being very confusing. If you go into music, you could say, I only want to see music. You have to do this in the settings over here. But I only want to see music that I bought, that it's on my phone. Turn off, in effect, Apple Music in the music player. Did I zip by it? Where is it?
Is it the settings for Apple Music?
Yeah, it's here somewhere. You know, I don't really understand how iOS works at all. Let me just...
Where is music?
Yeah, really. Where is music? Where is music? Show Apple Music. Okay, here we go. So if you turn off Show Apple Music, then the music app doesn't go away. It's still there, but now it's just a player for stuff on your phone. So there's no Apple Music. Like when you go to, remember, I did this when I go to radio. Mm-hmm. And I could still play Beats One because you don't have to pay for Apple Music to see Beats One, but I don't get anything else. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I turn on Apple Music again, show Apple Music, and go to the music app, now when I show radio, I get more stuff.
Have you listened to that Oprah playlist I sent you?
Really? You sent me an Oprah playlist?
Last week, yes. It was Oprah's 90s love songs.
I was wondering where that came from, recently added. How did you send me that?
I just shared it with you.
And it just shows up now?
Yeah. You know how to...
See, okay, I really don't like that.
You asked for it.
I asked for it?
You were asking for it.
Was it how I was dressed? I look like somebody that wants Oprah's Love is Blank 90s playlist?
I was playing it and you liked it. You thought it was groovy. We have it recorded on last week's episode.
Okay. So, anyway, I know I've made this all clear as mud because Apple makes it clear as mud. So the music app on iOS can both be an Apple Music app and an iTunes Player app. There is another app called iTunes Store, and that's where you can buy music, but you can also buy TV and other stuff. The iTunes Store. Get the music you want, watch the latest movies, enjoy ad-free shows. Oh, by the way, music will not play back stuff you buy in the iTunes Store. For that, you want to either use TV or watch it actually in the iTunes Store app.
What we have learned for sure is that Spotify and Apple Music are not merging. That I can tell you.
They're mortal enemies.
Okay.
That's an interesting rumor. I wonder where you heard that.
You can hear anything on the internet these
days. I guess
days.
so. No, that's never going to happen.
Okay, one more question, one more comment, a tip perhaps. Carl writes, on a recent flight, or more correctly, our Airbus 319 faked out my Apple Watch at 10:50 a.m. The watch prompted me to stand up. It does this all day, always at 10 minutes before the hour.
Right.
It was impossible to stand at this time, seatbelted into a window seat on a final approach to Dallas. Seconds after landing, the watch displayed, congratulations, you did it. It seems that the aircraft motion in landing and braking convinced the watch I had stood up.
That's really funny.
So next time you don't want to bother standing, just land a plane at exactly 10 minutes before the hour.
Yeah.
So
funny.
I stand at my desk. I have a standing desk. And sometimes it will ask me to stand while I'm standing. It's moving around that it wants you to do. So you might have been...
I actually have... This is embarrassing. I'm watching TV. I don't want to stand up. I've just gone like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you have to do.
Raising my arms over my head.
Yep.
Cheering. And it says, thank you. You stood up. Well done.
Yeah.
In fact, I just stood up.
Yeah.
Without getting out of my seat.
Yeah, that's very embarrassing, says the man who just played Pokemon Go on the show.
It's all just a suggestion.
Yes. I've gotten my congratulations, you've reached your stand goal, like literally laying in bed on Twitter. Congratulations.
I turn that off. I don't want standing and I want breathing. I don't need to breathe or stand.
No. But it's the same with the exercise now with watchOS 4. If you are running and you forgot to start a workout, it will automatically, if you've been running for a couple minutes, it'll say, are you working out? And you can say yes, and then it'll go back in time and record what you did. And if you stop, it will stop. But same thing, if you move your hands around, then you're still exercising according to Apple.
Well, you are, if you think about it.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's hard work.
I have a broken finger and I can do it. Good job. All right, now is the time for us to wear hats.
Oh, finally. Oh, my hat fell on the floor.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Originally, we had animal hats. Mm-hmm. But I decided unilaterally that we should all wear wigs. Mm-hmm. Because it's Halloween. And maybe the wig should also have a hat.
Oh, my hat fell
Oh,
on the ground.
you're Blondie Batman.
I can be Blondie Batman because my other hat fell on the ground.
I'm Chairman Mao.
This is a little bit too big for my small head.
I think that's a great look.
Okay.
Can you see?
I don't know.
It looks like you got blonde eyes. Here, let's trade.
Okay.
You could be Chairman Mao. I'll be Bat.
Okay.
I'll be the Batman's redheaded stepchild.
Okay. Does that really fit your head? Your head is giant.
Oh, the strap is broken. It's
Okay.
You know how elastics will.
Well, I also have.
Have you ever had underpants just fall off because the elastic is
You want this?
so old?
No. Thanks for asking.
You're so cute. You're blonde, Chairman Mao.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I like it. You're one of those Chinese people whose iCloud was hacked.
Yes. All right.
Now I can't get it off. I'm the Joker pretending I'm Batman.
Okay. Do you want this or?
Sure.
Okay.
That would really seal the deal.
We're wearing hats because it's app cap time.
It's Halloween.
Mm-hmm, and it's Halloween. My app that I've been playing with this week is also a device. I showed it to you this weekend. It's called The Dad.
Yes, she, in quotes, showed it to me.
Showed it to you.
Spraying me with pepper spray.
I don't want to make light of self-defense or women or men's self-defense, but this.
But yeah.
I do like the idea that I can spray
knuckles.
stuff at you. Okay, it's by Tiger Light. It's the Defense Alert device, or DAD for short, and
it's like having a dad in your hands.
And you can press this button for a flashlight.
Oh, that's nice. A blinking one. That's
blinking,
good.
And then they also have SOS.
That's actually a good defensive tool too, because if you're being attacked and it's dark out, though, you can blind the attacker and run away. Look at that.
Yes, exactly.
Or blind yourself because it's pointed right at you.
And then there's also SOS. One of these is SOS. I think it's
dash. That's just blinking.
We had SOS before. Yeah. Keep pressing until you get an SOS. No.
By this time, your purse has been stolen, and you're lying in the gutter.
Yeah. So
right.
one of those. There we go. That's SOS.
Yeah. Can you hold on? I have to do SOS.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you're on the side of the road, maybe
dot dash
and it's also pepper spray, so I can you reach further
in this case,
in there.
It's pepper spray. Salt and pepper.
This is a test spray right now. That's not
it is
actual.
It is
I sprayed it
probably
this weekend.
carcinogenic, but it isn't. It won't actually
some
hurt
sort
you.
Of oil, and it will also can send. You can press this button to send an alert. So all the way in is the spray. That's the test spray, not pepper spray. Don't worry. The light is here, and then there's
it must come with test spray so you can practice.
Yes, it came with test.
Yeah.
It all goes in there.
Yeah, because you want to practice before you actually put pepper spray in it.
And then you can alert people. So by pressing that slight, so it has GPS in it.
How does it
and
alert
Bluetooth.
people? It sends a.
Yeah. So let me show you the Dad app here.
Oh, that's cool. Is it using what? Is it using what technology is it using?
Bluetooth and GPS.
Yeah, but how's it alerting people?
Through text. It's crowd supported. So if you're within,
so if there's somebody
close
around,
by, so it's like the.
So they have to sell millions of these for this to work.
Well, I mean the yes, to work as a
because there is a beacon system that works via satellite.
So I have two people here. I have your your number here, and so I can alert if I have you being alerted if I am in trouble. I alerted you this weekend, and you didn't do anything.
It did work.
So it did.
Well, you alerted me that you were safe.
Yes.
I didn't get any other alerts, but
so
I did get an
can
alert
say,
that you're safe.
I'm okay, and I can send a message. So what's nice is that if I accidentally press the button and I'm really okay, I can, I have to enter a PIN to say that I'm okay. I just sent another one. So you and Burke should get a message.
Megan is safe.
Okay. So
Megan is safe.
So what is your message? Does it have my phone number on there? You're not showing it.
It does not have your phone number on there.
So that's what you get.
This is the
Megan
problem
safe.
is it doesn't come from Megan. It comes from 44154. It comes from a short code. So that's the short code for the dad, obviously. But at least it does have your name in it. It says Megan is safe and the date and the time. Mm-hmm. So that's cool.
And I can also send an alert saying that I'm not safe through here, too. So I could send out.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that a man wearing a Batman mask and a top hat
so
is looking at you?
Yes. So I can send test mode on, and then I've just said that
that's cool.
I'm not safe.
Which I haven't received.
So it is $130. So that's a little bit expensive for a can of pepper spray and a flashlight. So
also, I guess the thing is that you would carry that as you're walking in dangerous area. You would have to carry that in your hand.
And what they say is that it's nice that it doesn't necessarily look like a weapon. It looks a little bit like brass knuckles, but it doesn't necessarily look like a weapon. And also, I guess when you're holding a weapon or even pepper spray and you're nervous, it's hard to pick it up and you're like, ah. But this is just very easy. Yeah, this is here and we're done. I really want to spray you.
I would also check with police departments to make sure that you won't get shot by accident. Them thinking that you've got something in your hand that's a weapon.
Oh, that's a good.
That would make me a little nervous. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's unfortunate, but we hear of these things happening.
Mm-hmm, that's true. You could really have anything in your hand and
that's
be
true.
killed by a police officer who are just trying to protect us.
And themselves, because that looks like it could be dangerous somehow. I don't know. Maybe they know about it.
Yeah. Well, I think the guy who developed it might have a military background, but I don't know if he has a police background.
It looks like a vape. That's probably why it's safe, because it kind of looks like a big vape pen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It kind of does, doesn't it? It looks like you might be smoking that.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's just the guy.
Well, I think
the top hat and the Batman mask.
In the promotional video, they say that it looks like a piece of jewelry, which I'm going to argue a little bit with.
Yeah. They went for that instead of maybe making it bright orange.
Maybe a lighter? Yeah, because it does come in different colors.
Orange
like
would be
gold.
safer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Interesting.
Dad,
DAD.
Defense alert device.
Defense alert device.
What do you have?
It's really hard to take me seriously right about now, isn't it?
Really, it's almost always hard to take you seriously, but right now especially.
So, I've been beta testing this for a while. Adobe is doing a cross-platform video editor that even works on Chromebooks, because there's a Chrome extension version, there's an Android version, there's an iOS. The iOS version is now out. It's called Rush CC. And there it is. It's a video editor, but it's a video editor that's with a difference. It does the work in the cloud. So I'm right now syncing it with Creative Cloud. I have a Creative Cloud account. And you name your project. Actually, this is the walkthrough. I thought it'd be a good idea to do the tour. Select the media. You can choose. It'll show you all the videos that you have in your Photos app, right? So we'll select the media. Shall I select this, this, and this? Sure. I'm going to create a sequence. You can see this is pretty straightforward, but also in order to be straightforward and cloud-based, it's pretty limited. Now, I've created a video that is the 3 videos I selected put together, but I can modify it in a variety of ways. I'm still walking through it. Here's the split a clip, which is drag the timeline to position the playhead over a clip that you'd like to split into 2. So we'll do that. There we go. And then scissors, and now I've made 2 things, and I can put this back over there. Do you see what I'm saying? Drag one of the orange edges. This is an awful lot of video of flying through the air. And then they have a variety of other editing tools. Here's the filters, lots of filters. Transitions, of course, you got to have transitions. It's a limited number of transitions right now. I imagine that more will become available. So you have cross dissolve, dip to black, dip to white, and you can also no transition. Let's put a dissolve in right there. And select cross dissolve. And now let's play it, and we'll see. So I have a shortened version of this. Still too long, still way too long, because I'm not very patient. Okay.
Good morning, Philippines.
Guess what we're gonna go do again?
This is when
Snork off. Yay!
Louise and I were
So
in the
today
Philippines.
is
Yeah.
day 1
Luis
in El
or
Nido.
Louise?
Luis and Louise and I. Yeah.
In Philippines, in Google or in YouTube, you're just gonna see a bunch of videos and pictures of blue water, big rocks.
I want this job to go to the Philippines
Yeah.
to shoot demo video for Adobe Rush. So there you go. And we'll pause it. You can add titles. So position where you want the title. Let's put it right at the beginning, right? Add a title. And there actually is a broader range of title choices than there are. Quite a broad range of title choices for some reason. Then there are transitions. Pick a template. Next. And see how it looks. Hit play to view your title. And that's how the story begins. And this is how it ends. I like it.
Is it free?
Well, it's free to download, yes. You noticed I was signed into the Creative Cloud. I think you're going to probably have to have a Creative Cloud subscription at the very least. But if you don't, you certainly need an Adobe account. So I think this is pretty amazing. That's a good question. How much functionality do you get for free? It is absolutely free to download. Let's just stop the tour here, and you can do it another time. But I think it's timeline editing, traditional timeline editing. The thing that got me most excited is, we already have this capability built into iMovie on all of the iOS devices and Mac devices. But what this got me excited is it's completely cross-platform, and it will work with Chrome OS. So, for instance, you could make videos on your phone, on your tablet, but you could also modify them on a Chromebook or in a browser on another app, on another thing. I think that's really exciting. This is I think Adobe's saying this is the future. Right now, we use Adobe's Premiere, which is a very expensive program to edit all of our shows. This show is edited in Premiere. But this is to bring kind of Premiere-like capabilities to the masses, and I think this is very exciting. So it's called Rush. It's an interesting name, Adobe Rush, and it is available now. Just came out today on iOS, and free to download, and I presume free to mess with. But if you wanted to use the cloud and so forth, you'd have to have an Adobe subscription.
All right. That is all we have today.
I have some hot sauce you can put in that thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's a little spray canister. So I will.
I got some
that.
habanero. No, some ghost pepper sauce. That'd be just awesome.
That would be excellent. Yeah. I'll do that sometime soon.
We do iOS today every Tuesday, round about 9:30, 10, whenever we get around to it.
Whenever we get around to it.
I get around to showing up. I lost my keys this morning. I was searching everywhere. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, again, Scotty vest shirts have pockets you don't even know exist. And my keys were in one, in the laundry. I found them eventually. If you want to watch the show, tune in 9 a.m. Pacific. That's noon Eastern time. That would be about 1600 UTC. And watch us do it at twit.tv/live. You can also join us in studio. Email tickets at twit.tv. And after the fact, you can always subscribe to our audio and video at our website, twit.tv/iOS. Download it right directly or subscribe in your favorite podcast application. You'll get it every single week. Twit.tv/subscribe describes how to subscribe. Twit.tv/subscribe describes how to subscribe.
It does that.
Twice.
Megan at twit.tv if you want to talk to me, ask questions, send us video questions.
I'm Batman. It's not believable. It's not credible.
Not with the hat.
I'm Joker Man. That's maybe more believable.
Maybe. Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much, Megan Morrone.
Thank you, Leo.
It's great to see you. Good luck in your future endeavors.
Did I just get fired?
No.
Okay.
We'll see you next time.
I can put the pepper spray in there.
You already sprayed me with whatever that carcinogenic oil is. On iOS today. Bye-bye. Woo!